Michael Gilbert, a local attorney. What you're about to watch is jury review. Jury review is usually held a few days before jury selection and is the last opportunity for the court to determine which cases will be tried in the following week. And it's also the last opportunity for defense and the state to possibly come to an arrangement to where trial can be avoided and a plea bargain arranged. It's also the last opportunity where state may choose to drop or change some of the charges. Also,
charge of resisting without violence, sentenced to 11 months probation, may terminate 6 months if all conditions met. Advanced driver improvement class, letter of apology to officers, statutory costs, adjudicated guilty. Your Honor.
Your Honor, is that with us or is that with judicial services?
Which one, Mr. Gilbert?
I believe that will be with state.
We need him.
Then I guess we'll go to judicial services.
Let me come talk to you in a minute, okay?
Judicial services. Unless they reject him, then I'll go.
Yes, sir. Next case is Regilio Rasquero in 24 CF 684. Have a waiver. I believe state filed a no pros on Friday on that one.
That is
State no
correct.
prostate. Okay, thank you.
And last case is Harold Winkles in 23 CF 2798. We have a waiver on file, request a continuance.
August 26th.
And that's all I have, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, sir. Warren Geisel.
Got one case, Your Honor. It's Savio Serra Jr., case number 23 CF 1616. Serra spelled with a C-E-R-R-A. And I'm going to set that for a plea on the 1st.
All right, July 1st for a plea. Is that it?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
That's
you.
all I have.
Byron Cotton.
Morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
Sir? Judge, I think they're transporting my inmate, so he's not here yet. I may need to wait. This is going to be a request for continuance. I've talked to the state. She has no objection. He's also got a pending case in Walton County. If the court will let me handle it now, I'll be happy
All
to.
right, we'll continue it.
Okay, 826?
Yes.
Thanks, Judge. Perfect, thank you.
Larissa Dudley.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
The first one I have is Nathan Barnhill in 23 CF 1779. There's a waiver on file. We're asking for a continuance. He's set for a motion hearing on July 25th. So we can continue it to the 8/26 pretrial?
All right, see how it goes on the motion hearing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, August 26th.
And our next case I have is Latavius Brown in 24 CF 785. There's a waiver on file. We are waiting for FDLE, and we're going to try to get deposition set. I would ask for a continuance to the 8/26 pretrial.
Granted.
The next I have is Dakota Campbell in 24 CF 547. All right, I think this is the first time up. We are still working on getting lab reports. I would ask for continuance to the 8/26.
Granted.
The next is Isaiah Durham. His waiver is he present? Yeah, he wasn't transported because I knew we did a waiver and we're gonna continue it. That is I just got detained on that case. It's 23 CF 2433. We are asking for continuance to the next pretrial on the 8/26.
Granted. Y'all speak up if you disagree.
Yes, Your Honor, that's fine.
Okay,
Yes, I already talked to the state about all of these, Your
all
Honor.
right.
Joe Fernandez in 23 CF 1605. He was not transported. He has other cases with the public defender. They are getting him evaluated. So I can't do anything in my case until that evaluation is done. So I would ask for it to be continued to 8/26.
Granted.
Next case I have is Chase Glover in 22 CF 1170. We finally got the FDLE report back like a week or two ago. So I'm going to get my motion to suppress and dismiss filed. I would ask for a continuance to the 8/26 pretrial.
All right, 8/26.
The next one I have is Javon Harris in 2012 CF 1490. He is present. Your Honor, Mr. Harris has a new law case being handled by the Public Defender's Office. I have not had a chance to speak to Mr. Williams. If we can leave this set for docket day, and if Mr. Williams continues the new case, then I will continue this, but I don't know at this point what he plans on doing with the new law case.
What does the state say?
I'm fine with what Dudley is suggesting.
Are y'all trying to work it out together?
Well, yeah, that's the basis for the violation.
All right, August 26th.
Yes, sir. Okay, I know. Your Honor, next I have is Willie Harrison. Mr. Harrison is present. If I may approach with the plea agreement and score sheet.
State of Florida versus Willie Harrison Jr., 24 CF 232. You, Mr. Harrison? You're Willie Harrison?
Yes, sir.
All right, would you please raise your right hand and be sworn? You swear the testimony you give forward is course of truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
You want to enter a plea to fleeing or attempting to elude, third-degree felony. Is that correct, Ms. Dudley?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Is that correct, Mr. Harrison?
Yes, sir.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Ms. Dudley did for you on your case?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it, adjudicates guilty, 548 court costs, sentence of time served in county jail, 90 days to pay costs, or it goes to a judgment.
Thank you, sir.
Okay?
Fingerprints real quick. Your Honor, the next case I have is Matthew Hoover in 23 CF 1720. We are ready for trial, Your Honor.
Judge, state has not asked for continuance previously. We are asking for one that will try in August.
For the record, Your Honor, defense does object. We are ready. We continued it last time. They had added another witness. We have deposed that witness, and we are ready for trial. We do understand they're asking for continuance.
Well, they haven't had a continuance, and you've had continuances.
I understand, Your Honor.
August 26th.
On the next case I have is Destiny Jackson in 24 CF 852. This is the first time up. We're just getting off the discovery. I would ask for continuance to the 826.
No objection.
All right. Are you in the public defenders now with all these cases?
Yeah, the next I have is Gil McGee Jr. He is present. It's 24 CF 376 and 24 CF 669. Yeah, and I have spoken with Mr. McGee. I'm going to ask for a continuance so I can get a motion for statement of particulars filed in 24 CF 376, and then we can get deposition set. So I would ask for continuance to the 826 pretrial.
All right.
Your Honor, next I have is Tashawn Morris. There's a waiver on file, so he was not transported. It is 23 CF 2394 and 22 CF 1436. We currently have a motion to suppress set for July 25th. I would ask for a continuance to the 826 pretrial.
Your Honor, may I, Ms., I was wondering, would it be possible to hear the motion to suppress on July 1st? Is our docket day, we have only, that I understand, one docket. We don't have an afternoon docket, but it should take about 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm here. I don't have, you want to hear it July 1st?
That's fine, Your Honor.
Okay.
So sometime in the morning after we're done with our regular docket, right?
right,
Thank
yeah.
you, Judge.
That's fine, yeah. So we leave it set for docket day then. The next case I have is Jennifer Odom Caps in 24 CF 378 and 24 CF 120. I would just want to leave it set for docket day. for P or C. We have deposition set tomorrow, just kind of see if that helps us resolve it or not.
Okay. July 1st.
Yeah, she knows. Next, I have is Amon Robinson in 23 CF 812 and 24 CF 638. Your Honor, I asked for a continuance to 826. I'm trying to talk to the state. I might have set death both, I'm just trying to see if we can get it resolved without that.
All right, 826.
The last case I have is Jeffrey Todd Wagner in 24 CF 121, 24 CF 122, and 20 CF 380. There's a waiver on file. I've just started getting all the discovery on this one. I've downloaded it. I have not had a chance to review it. I would ask for a continuance to 826.
Granted.
And I believe that's all I have, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Brad Stewart. Morning.
May it please the court, Your Honor, Brad Stewart present. My first client is Matthew Bachman. I don't believe he's been transported at this point. Judge, we do need to continue this case. We have deposition set for later, or excuse me, in July. He's also been charged with a new law violation. I've discussed this with Mr. Bachman.
August 26th.
Your Honor, my next client is Mr. Kristen Douglas. I don't believe he's been transported either. Judge, I need to pass that one. I need to speak with Mr. Douglas. I was recently appointed on that. Your Honor, my next case is Jordan Harris, Judge, 22 CF 2431. I do need to continue this. We are very close, Judge, to resolving this. I'll advance it on the docket, but for now I need to continue this matter.
What day you want?
Judge, if we could have 826, I'll advance as needed.
Okay.
Very good.
August 26th.
Judge, that's all I have at this time. May I be excused until I can recall Mr. Douglas?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dustin Durrell. Morning.
May it please the court, Dustin Durrell. Your Honor, my client today is Mr. Christopher Chase. I believe he's listed as no attorney. He just retained me late Friday afternoon. The state has presented an amended offer to me this morning. I would like to leave him set without subpoenas for docket day to discuss that.
July 1st.
And I believe that's all I have today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mike Flowers.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
Judge, the first case I have is Chase Brunson.
Okay.
State and I have agreed that continuing this matter would be the prudent thing to do. We're asking for a continuance.
August 26th.
Is that August 26th? I'm sorry. Next case I have is Seth Chancey. We're asking for August 26th. I don't believe the state has any problem with that as well.
That's correct.
All right, August 26th.
Next is Bonnie Cruz. We're asking this remain on docket date without subpoenas. We believe the case can be disposed of that day.
July 1st.
Judge, the next case is Air Card. Judge, that has been approved and is in the vet court program. Uncertain as to why it's still on this docket, but out of an abundance of caution, I just want to let this court know that, and he's been to vet court and will be back there on this Friday.
All right.
Next case is Tara Hurlbert. That's a continuance that we're requesting August 26th. The state doesn't have an objection to that, is my understanding.
No objection, Judge.
August 26th.
Next is David Rodriguez. And Judge, I represent Mr. Rodriguez in 23 CF 401, and Jennifer Flowers has him on another matter. Judge, if we could leave that on docket day without subs, we believe we can dispose of those matters.
July 1st.
Thank you. Final case, Judge, that I have is Jack Williams. We're asking for a continuance, spoken with the state. He has no objection to that.
Correct, Judge.
August 26th.
Judge, that's what I have. Thank you, sir.
Tim Shaw. We have other attorneys need to sign up.
Morning, Judge. Tim Shaw. First case I have is William Riley Canfield, who's an inmate, Judge. Okay. Judge, if you want to pass him then for next case, Judge, is Jesse Hartzog, 20 CF 2976. court will recall we had a motion hearing recently. The state has until today to, they filed a motion to extend, so they have till today to file their proposed order.
That's correct,
And
Sean. We will have that for the court today, Your
Okay.
so you want to go 8/26?
Honor. Yes, sir. If that's,
Yeah.
That's fine, Judge.
All right.
Next case, Judge, is William Robert Johns. There are two co-defendants. Their attorneys are from Tallahassee. They asked me to cover for them as well. That's Evan Reynolds and Brandon Hardaway, the defendants. Attorneys Stephen Webster and Nathan Prince. Depositions have been set out of state in July and August, so we'd ask for the August 26th date.
August 26th.
Next case, Judge, I'm going to ask to pass. I haven't been able to see Mr. Laggett just yet, so I want to see him. Next case is Tristan Parker. This is 22 CF 2702. Should be the last round of depots that are set on 7/17, and so we'd ask the 8/26 date, Judge.
August 26th.
Thanks, appreciate it. Judge, the next case is Jonathan Reed Roller, R-O-L-L-E-R. There's two case numbers, 22 CF 1977 and 2047. There's some, and speaking with the prosecutor on this, there's some discovery issues with one of the co-defendants in the case, so we're asking to put it on 8/26, no objection from the state.
All right. Y'all need to get some of these cases pled out or something, because, you know.
And Judge Aaron Nicholas is a co-defendant on that case. Jay Patel represents him, so we're asking to put that on 8/26 as well.
All right, 8/26.
Thank you, Judge, and we'll recall, you got Canfield? You can bring him. Morning, Judge. For the court is William Riley Canfield, 23 CF 2442, and two VOPs, which are 04, 2784, 05 CF 1029. I believe we've completed the depositions in these matters. Mr. Sprouse, I believe, wants to go forward with the VOP evidentiary first.
That is correct.
And so if we could have a date about a month out, I'm going to have to subpoena some witnesses. I don't know what you have on the docket.
What is our next VOP evidentiary day? July 25th.
No objection, Judge.
July
That should work,
25th.
Judge.
Yeah.
And Judge, we'll pass Mr. Laggett so I can go back and see him. Thank you.
Mark Welton.
Good morning, Judge. Mark Welton on behalf of Tyrone Seals, case number 2024 CF 230. We have filed a motion to continue that this morning. I have not had a chance. We've had a couple of state attorneys' changes. We do think this one will play out and work out, and so we'd like to move it to the August 26th docket, Judge.
No objection, Judge.
And I did note my client filed a waiver of appearance, but it looks like it was just for the plea day, and I will go ahead and file that waiver of appearance this week, Judge.
Move it up if you get it pled out.
Sir?
Move it up to some other date in July if you get it pled. If you-
Oh, absolutely, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Chris Crawford.
Mr. Honor, good morning.
Morning.
The first one I would like to call is Mr. Isaiah Drawsand. Mr. Drawsand has an offer of essentially time served and fines and costs. I'd like to be able to relay that to Mr. Drawsand and go through the videos that we have. Because of that, we're asking for a one-time continuance. I believe wherever the way we go, I think this is going to get resolved pretty quickly.
All right, you want to go with July 25th?
Yes, Your Honor, that's fine.
Okay, July 25th.
And the last one I have is Mr. Randy Reedon, who is in custody, Your Honor. Your Honor, I've been speaking to the state about this case and about the evidence that we received, and the state has made a compromised offer. The offer does involve state prison, And because of that, I need to spend some time with Mr. Reedon to go through what I have as far as all the videos and that particular offer. We're asking to continue the case.
August 26th.
No objection.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's
Thank
all I
you.
have.
Thank you.
May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes. Chris, let's see, Trish Graham. Morning.
Trisha Graham on behalf of Hannah Yeagers, who's in custody. I believe she wasn't transported yet. Would you like to recall it, or I can move forward? I spoke with her this weekend as well.
What you asking for?
We're close to a resolution, Your Honor. She's got 3 cases. She also has a misdemeanor case. I'm looking at a global resolution to all cases. I've spoken with the state. If we can set it for a plea or continue for the docket date July 1st, there was an
All right,
amended
July
offer.
1st.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
May I be excused?
Yeah. Ryan Hardy. Morning.
First case is Timothy Holt. He's an inmate. Yes. Your Honor, my other case is Vince Ramirez. It's the first time up. We're asked to continue that case.
August 26th.
All right. Your Honor, I'm also covering for Robert Dees. Mr. Dees has Samir Burchett. It's the first time up. He was asked to continue that.
August 26th.
And Mr. Dees also has Ryan Williams. He was just retained on that case, and he was asking for a continuance on that one.
August 26th.
Your Honor, we're asking to leave Mr. Holt sit on docket day.
July 1st.
That's all I have, Your Honor.
Thanks. HB Stivers. Stivers.
Good morning, Judge. H.B. Stivers on behalf of Peggy Rambos. It's 24-612. We have a waiver on file. It's first time up. I'd ask to continue to 8/26.
August 26th.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Sexto Rivera. Morning.
Rivera Pro Se. On 10th July, I submitted a notice of expiration of speedy trial. If you today,
What says the state?
the state failed to comply.
Did you serve it with the state?
Yes, it was served. I filed it, as you can see, stamped by the court. I served it, and the state failed to comply with the timelines to bring me into court in order to set a trial date, and therefore failed for the trial day as well. And today, I have the motion here to dismiss as per the rule, and I did submit it as well this morning. It's filed. So it's on the court now to dismiss the charges based on the state failing to prosecute me in timely fashion.
Your Honor, the motion, the notice of expiration is speedy trial, even though he certified that a copy had been provided to me. If you look at the certificate of service, that is not my email address. It was not provided to us. It was not provided to any agent of the state. I actually got it secondhand from your JA. The same thing with the motion to dismiss this morning. I received that from the JA. It has never been legally, properly served on the state. And, Your Honor, the same rules do apply to pro se defendants.
Your Honor, I did. That's just the information that I always had, and I always submitted every motion, and the state had actually received this information through that email that I have in file because of the answers the state has submitted and other notifications that I have to receive with the state's email on it. So the state had received the information, and the state have failed to bring me up to trial before the speedy trial ends. And it's time now to dismiss these charges.
Well, here at July 25th. Thank you. She's been served with it now.
Tomorrow.
July 25th. She didn't serve with it. Now I'll hear your argument July 25th.
Thank you.
2. July 25th, 2 p.m. Is there any other attorneys not on this list? Mr. Powell? Morning.
Got 3 cases, Judge. Megan Valdez, 2022 CF 1776. We need to move that for depositions. We're trying to get them set. We haven't been able to get them set. No objection from the state.
August 26th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What day, Judge?
August 26th.
The next case is Tara Overstreet, 2023 CF 2032. We need to continuance on that case to take depositions. That's a fairly new case.
Objection.
August 26th.
The last case is Bryson Gurney, 22 CF 1043. We need one more continuance on that case.
Objection to continue.
August 26th.
That's all I got, Judge. Thanks.
All right, thank you. Tommy Staples.
Talk to the victim into 5 years. I'm not sure if he's entering a plea today yet or not.
Who is
He's supposed
it?
to tell me today. Robert Parker. Wonderful. Yes, sir. Perfect. Yeah, I just got
Okay,
here.
thank you. Jeremy Keach.
Morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
First case I have on the docket is going to be State of Florida versus Johnny Applin. He's an inmate. We do have a written offer of plea. Judge, this is Johnny Applin, 24 CF 166. I have a written offer of plea if I may approach with the score sheet.
All right, State of Florida versus Johnny Applin, 24 CF 166. Mr. Applin, please raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear the testimony you give before this court is true, so help you God. You want to enter a no contest plea, the charge of grand theft auto, third-degree felony, correct? Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Sir.
Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Mr. Keach has done for you on your case?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. Sentences you to 9 months Okaloosa County Jail. Credit for all time served. Since arrest of January 21st, 2024, no probation to follow. Restitution is ordered. Jurisdiction over the amount is reserved. Fines and costs are ordered in the same amount of $615 court costs, $150 legal assistance fee, all reduced to a civil judgment lien and sent to collections, adjudicated guilty. Thank you.
Next case on the docket, Your Honor, will be State of Florida versus Clinton Bingston, Bengston, 24 CF 940. This is a first time up, Your Honor. We've been moving for a continuance on the matter.
No objection.
Thank you. Next on your docket would be State of Florida versus Selena, Selena, Garza, Garza, 24 CF 417. Ms. Garza actually had an outstanding warrant on another case that's down in Fort Walton Beach. I don't think she's made it over to our jail yet because she was picked up in Bay County. If we could continue this case one cycle, I think we can resolve it altogether.
August 26th.
Thank you. Next would be State of Florida versus Cameron Gully, 24 CF 85 and 24 CF 84. He's housed in Walton County Jail. Last time we were here, Your Honor, the court ordered a competency evaluation. With that evaluation has been returned and he's been found competent to proceed by the doctor. If we can move it to the August 26th. We did have one round of depositions in the interim, but we need to schedule another round.
No objection.
Court finds he's competent, set it for August 26th.
I'll send an order over to the court.
Right.
And I believe that's all I have.
Okay,
Thank you.
Tommy Staples.
I've already gone over his rights with him.
Yeah. Your Honor, if we need few minutes, I need to print out the plea form and then we can.
Thank you.
Miss, come on up. I thought Miss Flowers was jumping up, but.
I didn't hear my name. You want Mr. Flowers to come?
No, that's all right.
Okay. Judge, I've got Robert Anderson. He's incarcerated. Judge, the state has provided additional discovery, so we're going to have to set the new witnesses' deposition as well as certain witnesses that did not show at the previous scheduled depositions. So I'm asking to continue it.
Who was that person?
Robert Anderson, 23 CF 2338.
All right, August 26th.
Judge, I then have Andrew Barnhill. Judge, I need to set depositions in Mr. Barnhill's case. I was appointed April 15th.
All right, August 26th, thank you.
Judge, I then have Melody Bringle, Bringle, 24 CF 789. Judge, she's present. Judge, I was appointed April 23rd, and we need to set depositions. If we could continue it to the August 26th date.
August 26th.
Good to go now. Judge, I then have Madison Chansey, 23 CF 427. Mr. Flowers has the co-defendant, which is her husband. Judge, I believe you moved Mr. Chansey's case to August 26th, so that's what we're asking for.
August 26th.
Judge, I then have, I'm going to skip Justin Diaz because I need to speak to him briefly. He got transported from Walton County.
Okay.
I then have Aaron Jefferson. Mr. Jefferson. Judge, I had emailed Dr. Harper. She emailed me this morning and said that she would have a report by next Tuesday. When is your docket day?
July 1st.
So that's Monday, isn't it? Is there a date, without continuing it a full cycle, is there a date after?
About July 25th.
That should work, Judge. So I hope to have the report next Tuesday, and I'll
Okay.
send it to the state.
All right, thank you.
July 25th, okay? Judge, Michelle Kemp, there's a waiver on file, 24 CF 328. Judge, if we could just leave it set for docket day for the state and I to discuss possible resolution.
July 1st.
Okay. FTR.
Judge Desmus McTier, I believe he's an inmate in 23 CF 1630. Judge, I'd like to leave it set for docket day for possible resolution.
Judge, I've got Mr. McTier on a different case. We can just do that on the
We'll
case
leave
that
it
I've
set
got
for
as
next
well.
Monday and hope we can bring it in for a later.
All right, July 1st.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, my dear. He's got one of the
I read that.
Judge, I then have Jeffrey Monk, 24 CF 269. Judge, I'd like to leave it set for docket day. I think we can get it resolved.
July 1st.
Judge, I then have Jared Riley, 22 CF 1745. Judge, I'd like to leave it set for docket day in hopes that we can get it resolved.
All right, July 1st.
William Talbot, he's an inmate, Your Honor.
I know. That's fine.
I was just going to leave it set for docket day.
Okay, you think you might get it resolved?
I'm hoping we can get it
All right,
resolved.
July 1st.
Judge Marcus Thompson, it's a new case for me. Mr. Thompson called this morning and said he was having a problem getting off of work. I don't know if he's here or not. He is here. He made it. So, Judge, I was just going to ask to leave it set for docket day. Based on what I've read in the file, it's a new case for me, but I think it should resolve itself
July
fairly
1st,
quick.
okay.
So we'll leave it set for docket day. You need to call my office and come see me this week.
Okay, I'll stop by there right now.
Okay. Judge, the next case is Adriana Washburn. She's an inmate. I'd like to pass her. I expect a plea this morning. And then Aaron Zimmerman. Mr. Zimmerman's here. I'd like to leave it set for docket day. I think it will resolve itself.
July 1st.
Judge, I'll be back on those other couple.
See, Mr. Nopes did a lot better than the rest of you attorneys. He's resolving his cases. The rest of y'all ain't doing your cases very good, I guess. Thank you.
They got to help though, Judge. Make sure they help.
Jeff Tony?
Good morning, Your Honor. Matters today. One, we actually have a plea agreement, Your Honor, but I don't see my client. We may have to just pass it to docket day, but we do have a plea agreement in the state of Florida versus Lauren Woods, and that's 2023 CF 001732. I didn't see him.
She signed an agreement?
He hasn't, is he? Well, we just got the agreement this weekend, and I was going to try to get it entered
Is it
today.
down to a misdemeanor?
Yes.
I'd just take his plea without,
Okay,
yes.
okay, Your Honor. With regards to case number
Well,
two.
bring him July 1st. He needs to come to court. July 1st.
So okay, July
If he
4th.
doesn't show up here in a few minutes.
Well, I'm just across the street, Your Honor. If he comes back, I'll just.
All right.
And I have another matter, State of Florida versus Richard McKay. And I just got that one, Your Honor, so I'm going to ask for a continuance.
August
on that.
26th.
And I'm also covering for Mr. Henderson. He has Kevin Josie in case 22 CF 1289. There's a written waiver on file, and he wants a continuance due to the fact that the depositions are set for September the 4th at 10 a.m.
I guess October 28th would be good for that one.
And the next case is State of Florida versus Anthony Miles. He's incarcerated, and whatever the state wants to do, Mr. Henderson is ready and willing.
Anthony Miles.
Cobb and Reed?
No.
Just on you? I'm supposed to be. Sorry, my bad.
And it's my understanding there are 3 other attorneys on this case.
There's 2 other attorneys, Mr. Cobb, who recently filed a motion to withdraw. He's on the RICO case, and there's also Mr. Ramey, Russell Ramey, who's on the human trafficking case. I have not seen those gentlemen this morning. But there are 3 different attorneys, there are 3 different cases. So Mr. Henderson's case was actually technically consolidated into the human trafficking case that's still running separately on the docket. Mr. Henderson's doing what he needs to do. He has his representative here. I can't speak.
So there are some other attorneys that should have been here.
Your Honor, there are 3 separate, there's 3 separate cases running on the docket. One is Mr. Cobb's, but Mr. Jason Cobb did file a motion to withdraw his representation. He's usually very good about being present for Mr. Miles' cases. And I do know Mr. Ramey's office has been in touch, but I cannot speak to the board.
So he's got 3 different attorneys?
Yes, Your Honor. 3 different cases, 3 different attorneys. I can reach out if you like.
Well, what we'll do, were they asking for a continuance, Mr. Henderson?
Well, Mr. Miles would like that this case be sent to Dr.
July 1st. All the attorneys need to be here July 1st. I agree with Mr. Miles.
And Your Honor, the state was going to make the same suggestion.
All right, we'll have all your attorneys need to be here. Okay? Thank you.
And Your Honor, I will reach out to both the other attorneys as well, just to be sure.
All right.
It's like, look, I just talked to Raymond. I was supposed to file these motions. He said I was allowed to file these motions.
Let's bring him back July 1st. We're going to bring,
They'll be on the 1st.
we're going to bring you back, Mr. Miles, on July 1st and have your other attorneys here. Okay?
That's all I have. Thanks, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr., who else we got out there? Mr. Stewart?
Yes, Your Honor. They had inmate.
They just opened the doors.
Ms. Flowers, you want to do some cases? Or Ms. Gooden, which,
First, I'd like to call Mr. Sampson, Alan Sampson. He is present and approaching. He's towards the end of my list, but I wanted to let him go. Your Honor, we're going to leave this set for docket day for a plea most likely to PTI.
July 1st.
Thank you.
Thank you.
July 1st at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Ms. Applin, Oyana Applin, is present and approaching. 24 CF 762. Likewise, we are going to leave her set for docket day for a plea.
July 1st. Okay, thank you.
Nehemiah Barnett. He was here. He was out in the hallway. We're continuing his cases to 8/26 without objection.
August 26th.
Thank you. Lester Brown is not present today. Your Honor, I've let the state know that he is actually in custody in a county in Alabama, so we're asking to continue his
August
case.
26th.
Cheyenne Davis, are inmates ready, or I can, I'll skip that. Pedro Fuentes. I have not seen him yet today, but he's been in contact. Recall him. Claudia Gahagan is here. We have signed a plea. He was concerned being around people. Recall her. Christopher Jemison. This is Christopher Paul Jemison in 24 CF 652. We have reached an agreement with the state, I believe. Executing that agreement. Your Honor, if I may approach with the plea.
All right. Mr. Jemison, would you please, you're Christopher Jemison, would you please raise your right hand and be sworn? You swear the testimony you give before this court is true, so help you God. This is 24 CF 652, State versus Christopher Paul Jemison. You want to enter a no contest plea to the charge of possession of a controlled substance, third-degree felony, and the state's going to dismiss count 2, communication device to facility, third-degree felony.
That's correct, Judge.
So you want to enter a plea to 1 third-degree felony? Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form? Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea? Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea? Are you under the influence of any drugs or medication prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today? Are you happy with the work Ms. Flowers has done for you on the case? Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it.
Hey, Judge, I don't have the score sheet with me. If I may print it off and give it to you.
All right. A judge guilty, since 2 years drug offender probation, have a substance abuse evaluation, recommended treatment, 615 court costs, 150 costs of defense, waive cost of supervision, count 2's null prost, and adjudicated guilty, and get me the score sheet.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Jared McCowan. Jared McCowan. Not been present. I've not had contact.
No bond capious.
Diana Petrocelli Freeman is present and approaching in 24 CF 854. We have a signed plea. If I may approach.
State of Florida versus Diana Petrocelli Freeman, 24 CF 854. You're Miss Freeman?
Yes.
Would you please raise your right hand and be sworn? You swear the testimony you give before this court is true, so help you God?
Yes.
You want to enter a no contest plea to the charge of possession of paraphernalia of first-degree misdemeanor?
Yes.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes.
Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea?
No.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No.
Are you happy with the work Ms. Flowers has done for you on your case?
Yes.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. Count 2, withholds adjudication, sentence you to $270 court costs, $100 cost of defense to be paid within 90 days into collections. Count 1's null prost. Correct?
Yes.
That's correct, Your Honor.
May not want to chew gum. Next judge probably put you in jail for about 10 days, including me if you do it again. Thank you.
Does she need anything? No? A pay slip? No, you're good.
Next.
I believe the rest of mine are in custody, so however the court wants to proceed. Unless Claudia Gahagan has now stepped in.
We got Mr. Stewart. Ms. Flowers is your...
Yeah, Chase Stewart? Okay. Client?
Just stay right there then. We'll keep going.
Your Honor, this is Cheyenne Davis, 23 CF 2800, 23 CF 2826. We'd like to leave these set for July 1st for a plea.
July 1st, thank you.
Hegland. Yes, Your Honor, this is Brooklyn Hegland and 23 CF 1950. We're asking for a continuance in this matter, Your Honor. We'll be filing a motion for a competency eval
August
today.
26th, thank you.
Well, that's Thursday.
Thank you.
Christian Douglas coming out.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Brad Stewart on behalf of Christian Douglas, judges, 23 CF 111. Judge, I was recently appointed on Mr. Douglas' case. We do need to continue this to the August court date so I can obtain the transcripts and speak with Mr. Douglas.
August 26th.
All right, I'll be up there. See you. Judge, I'm also covering for Jason Cromie. He has one case on the docket, Christopher Tolley, Tolley. He relates to me, he's got a waiver of appearance for his client, he's waiting on an FHP video and is requesting a continuance.
No objection. We'll
August
get the video.
26th.
Judge, that's all I have. May I be excused? Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Gooden.
Cheryl Gooden for Vebhav Pal, 21 CF 1979. Your Honor, we have a hearing set on the 27th on this case.
Okay,
I'd ask to move it to there.
all right. July, when is the hearing?
June 27th.
June 27th, okay.
The last one I have is Wesley Bertrand, 23 CF 2071. We took depositions. One of the key witnesses did not show for the depositions. I'd ask for a continuance so that I can take his deposition.
No objection.
August 26th.
Thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you. All right.
They added restitution to be paid within a year. That is, yeah. I ask you to sign here. Sorry, man. Your Honor, may I approach?
11:24.
All right, State of Florida versus Robert Dean Parker, and it's 23 CF 1510. You want to enter a plea to aggravated battery with a deadly weapon and second-degree felony, correct? Did I swear in, Mr. Parker?
No, sir, I don't believe
Would you
so.
please raise your right hand to be sworn? Mr. Parker, you swear the testimony you give for is course of truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, you want to enter a no contest plea to the charge of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, correct?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form? Did you read and sign this plea form that explains your rights you're waiving? You understand the rights you're waiving by entering this plea? Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work your attorney's done for you on your case?
I am.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. Judge guilty, 36 months Department of Corrections. $767 court costs, $100 cost of prosecution, standard costs. Reserved jurisdiction to determine restitution for 90 days, and defendant has 30 days to object. Restitution to be paid within 1 year from release from Department of Corrections if not paid to a civil lien, and credit for time served. How much time has he got served already?
I believe it's right at a year, Your Honor.
Year.
But I don't know with game time.
Well, you get a credit for time served, so 36, so you've done a year. Probably be out in about 12 to 18 months, something like that, or less. Depending on it, you behave yourself in prison, you get out a lot quicker. Okay? Anything further?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Have a wonderful day, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Who we got? All right.
This is Claudia Ann Gahagan, 24 CF 542. We have, let me just make sure. We have signed plea and a score sheet, if I may approach.
All right, State of Florida versus Claudia Ann Gahagan, 24 CF 542. You're Ms. Gahagan. Would you raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for this court's true, so help you God? You want to enter no contest plea to the charge of failure to redeliver leased property, correct? A third-degree felony? Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea? Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea? Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today? Are you happy with the work Ms. Flowers done for you on your case?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. Judge guilty. 515 court costs, $150 cost of prosecution, 1 year standard probation, waive cost supervision, adjudicated guilty. Thank you.
Honor. Pedro Fuentes.
Fuentes.
Your Honor, I've been in contact with Mr. Fuentes, and we do have deposition scheduled for tomorrow in his case. I don't know if he got confused. I would ask to set him for July 1st.
July
as a
1st.
resolution. Like, we were working towards a resolution.
No objection, Judge.
All right, July 1st, thank you.
And then the rest are custody, so. Okay, yep.
Mr. Shaw.
Thomas Waggett, Your Honor.
Judge Tim Shaw for Tom Laggett, 23 CF 2423, 2012 CF 48, which is the VOP. We filed a motion to set bond late last week. We're asking the court to get that scheduled on the docket, if possibly this week.
I believe it might have been set for the 627 docket, but I don't see it.
Okay, well, it may be.
627 then.
So 627, Judge?
Yeah.
Sounds good. And we'll, and as, I would assume after that,
we'll deal with the VOP evidentiary first? Is that what you? Okay.
We can discuss it on July Thursday.
Tim, I need to address the court, though. You're not going to do this. Thank you, Judge. That's all I got.
Mr. Nopes.
I've got, I'm ready on Adriana Washburn. Not yet. I still need to chat with him. That's going to be a bit. Yeah. It's the same document we just looked at, okay? I got no. Put it down there. As the state signs that, it's going to be a plea. May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes. Would y'all close that back door? It's distracting me, please. This is State of Florida versus Adriana Washburn, 23 CF 2589. You're Miss Washburn?
Yes, sir.
Would you raise your right hand and be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for this court's true, so help you God?
Yep.
You want to enter a plea to possession of narcotics equipment, a first-degree misdemeanor. The state's going to dismiss count one, correct?
That's correct, Judge.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form? Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea? Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Mr. Nopes has done for you on your case?
I am.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. You are judged guilty and sentenced to time served in county jail, 270 court costs, $150 cost of legal assistance. Appointed legal assistance fee payable within 6 months of today, or it goes to a judgment, adjudicated guilty. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. I'll be back in just a bit on my last case.
We got Mr.
I've got one.
Mr. Cobb, you ready for Mr. Strahan, I guess? Okay.
Judge Jason Cobb on behalf of Mr. Strahan. He has 2 cases on your docket. I was talking to the state. We're not ready to sit these for trial. I'm going to be asking for a cycle continuance, and we'll go from there. One, I'll be out most of the month of July in Utah, so I don't know what the dates are going to be for if it gets continued.
August 26th.
That's without objection, Your Honor, and then we'll choose which one of the 2 cases. So.
All right. That's the pretrial, August 26th.
I am. I just got Judge, I had Anthony Miles on the docket, but I was told that you asked all the attorneys to come back on Monday. to
Yeah,
deal-
July 1st.
Yes, sir, thank you.
I think that's July 1st, or is it?
Docket day is what's according to.
Yeah. He's got 3 attorneys somehow. He must have a lot of bad things.
There's some allegations.
All right.
Judge, Ms. Flowers
All right. Ms. Rivers, you got some out-of-custody people? Who, or Mr. Gibbs, whoever's got some out-of-custody, so some
I
of these...
do, Judge. I was trying to get a list of the state for that, but I can go unless Ms. Rivers has some that are ready. Okay. Judge, for my out-of-custodies first, thank you, Your Honor, earlier for signing those stipulated continuance
Yeah, I
motions.
signed about 38 motions or something this morning.
We had agreements with the state in trying to get those resolved to move them. Judge, the first case that I have for out-of-custody this morning is going to be Ms. Courtney Ard.
Ms. Ard?
Ms. Ard was just here. I just spoke with her. She may have just stepped out, Judge. I'll ask to recall her again. The next out-of-custody judge that I have, I believe, on the docket for my name is Mr. Stephen Arp.
Mr. Arp?
There's, yeah.
Was he here this morning?
I'm not sure if the court recalls, this is the gentleman that we had set for trial last cycle. We had jury selection scheduled for May 20th, and he unfortunately did not show. The state, I believe, since has filed an FTA motion. I believed he was supposed to be making his way down here since he does live out of state.
No bond capias.
Your Honor, the next person I have out of custody is Mr. Jaquan Banks.
Mr. Jaquan Banks?
He's likely coming in through the door right now, Judge. Mr. Banks? Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Jaquan Banks, Judge. This is 23 CF 1871. Judge, I'd like to put him on docket day without subpoenas, 7/1. I think we'll be able to get it resolved that day.
July
We do have
1st.
some
Thank you,
numbers.
Mr. Banks.
Yeah. Sure, I'll see you Monday. Yeah. Next, Your Honor, I have Ms. Kristen Barbary. Your Honor, Ms. Barbary is present and approaching. Judge, this is 23 CF 2298. Judge, the state did send a recent new offer. I'd like to discuss that with her. I'd like to set her for July 1st.
July
to get that
1st. Thank you, ma'am.
Next out of custody, Judge, I have Mr. John Beagles. John Beagles. Your Honor, for the court's information and for the record, Mr. Beagles is actually on conditional release due to incompetence to proceed. I can't say that I've had any contact with him. I'm not sure if he's being supervised by Mr. Barnes. Thank you. I had lost the name for a second there, but Mr. Barnes.
This was the gentleman, it was competency issue.
He's been found previously not competent to proceed in 21 CF 2135, and he's been on conditional release.
August 26th.
Thank you, Judge. Next, Your Honor, I have Mr. Bobby Bean. Your Honor, Mr. Bean is present and approaching, Judge. We'd like to set this for a July miscellaneous date for a resolution. We do have an offer from the state. But he
July
has some-
1st.
July 1st, very well.
Thank you.
July 1st, okay, next Monday. Next, Your Honor, I have Mr. Coleman Blocker. He actually, I have not written a written plea agreement up for Mr. Blocker yet, but we do have a resolution on Mr. Blocker's case. Would the court prefer a written plea? Otherwise, it is a probation deal.
Is it to a felony or misdemeanor?
To a felony, Your Honor.
How about July 1st?
I can write it up and we can have it redone, do it this morning, Judge.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll pass him for now.
All right.
See. Yeah. Next, Your Honor, I have Mr. Bradley Borland. Bradley Borland. I'm not seeing.
What case is the lady with the wheelchair? Because we want to get, she's kind of in a.
Ma'am, do you have a case?
She's getting run over.
What's his name, man?
He's one of mine.
Ready with him?
Yeah, I can go ahead and call
She's
him.
getting run over by all these people coming in and out, so.
Mr. Williams.
Yeah.
Judge, just get with me before like docket day.
It's trespassing.
Okay, Judge, here's what we'll do. Let's set him for docket day. We've been kind of going back and forth on it. He's got another set of issues that he wants to talk with me about, and the state's just advised me of a change in the offer. They're going to offer a plea just to paraphernalia.
July 1st, how about that?
That'll be fine. Yeah.
What's his name?
Seth Hillis, it's 23 CF 2240.
Or we can do it June 27th or July 1st.
June 27th may put me a little tight.
July 1st.
Thank you, Judge. All right, so next Monday, okay? Yeah, misdemeanor. I can't talk to you here. Call in. We can even do the appointment by phone, okay?
All right.
You got some more? Are you ready?
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, next that I have out of custody following Mr. Borland is going to be Ms. Connie Brown Menzies. Your Honor, I'd like to pass her later this morning. She does want to enter a plea to the bench, having discussed with the state potentially dropping or reducing some charges. I'd like to pass her, Judge, till later this morning to get that resolved.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Tim, if you need to like talk with some people.
I have
can go
some.
ahead
I
and
have
help.
some. I'm still wrapping up. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Tom Hammonds. Mr. Hammonds, Judge, he was here earlier. I spoke with him. He may be outside.
We'll pass him for a few minutes.
Kimberly Hanna. I also spoke with Ms. Hanna not more than 5 minutes ago.
She's here.
All right, I'll just move on. Let's see, this is a jail case. Lana Herbert. Judge, this is going to be a plea. And it's a plea to a misdemeanor, so there's no need for a score sheet.
This is State of Florida versus Lana Herbert, 24 CF 596. Ms. Herbert, would you please raise your right hand and be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for this court is the truth, so help you God. You want to enter a plea to possession of paraphernalia, first degree misdemeanor, correct? Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form? Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Sir.
Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea? Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today? Are you happy with the work Mr. Williams done for you on your case? Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it since you're judged guilty. Time served, county jail. 615 court costs, $100 cost of prosecution, $50 PD app fee, $100 PD fee. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Hammonds, come on up. Judge, on Mr. Hammonds, this is the first time up. He and I have talked extensively, but in talking with him again, I'm going to say Thursday or Friday, and then talking with him this morning, I think I need to spend a little bit more time with him. So if we can continue this.
What, July 1st? August
That's
26th?
probably, I'm going to be setting a lot of cases on the docket, Judge.
August 26th.
Thank you. And if we can get him in earlier, and I suspect we'll be able to, we'll do that.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, sir. Ms. Hannah? No, it's somebody else, sir.
Who is it?
I had called Hannah, Judge. Jesse Herndon. I'm trying to largely to go in order.
Is Hannah here?
Judge, she is. I spoke with her out in the hallway literally 10 minutes ago.
All right.
All right, Judge, let's set Mr. Herndon for docket day with subpoenas at this point. I need to talk with him and go over the depots, but it looks like it's going to be a trial.
All right.
Yep.
July 1st.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, we can talk on the phone, but we need to talk, okay?
All right.
All right, William Hinesley? And actually, on Herndon, that's, yeah, that one, based on my conversation, is definitely going to be a trial. Judge, I need to talk with Mr. Hinesley based on the depots. That's the one I need to talk with based on the depots, but it looks like it's going to be a trial on it. We can go ahead and set it for docket day with subpoenas.
July 1st.
Thank you.
He's charged with what?
He's charged with rape, Judge, sexual assault, over 18, defendant over 18, no force. Kelvin Lee Holmes. Judge, I'm going to have to continue this case. I'm having difficulty getting Mr. Holmes in for appointments.
Mr. Holmes, you want me to put you in jail so
No,
that
sir.
we can find you to make your appointments?
I'd be at work, so like I'm not allowed to be on my phone at the times that they set the date.
Wait, now what?
He says that his work, we've scheduled for telephone appointments to try to make it easier for him, but he's being told by his work that he can't be on the phone.
Work where?
Hilton in St. Dustin Beach.
What do you say?
I was just going to ask Your Honor to make a condition of bond that he meets with Mr.
You
Williams.
got days off, don't you?
Yes, sir. But the days that they set the days. I don't get to pick the time on which the phone calls can
When's
be
your
made.
next day off?
Friday.
This
This
coming
week.
Friday? Are you going to be at work, Mr. Williams?
Judge, I can see him on Friday. Give me a
right.
second, let me check. But I don't think I've got any
What's
appointments
he charged
scheduled on
with?
that date yet. He is charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill and obstructing justice, hindering a witness. And Friday I've got clear. So you want to come see me? When are you going to be off on, are you off on Friday?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's schedule you for 10 o'clock Friday then.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll continue to August 26th. And if you don't, you tell your employer that it's going to be hard for you to work if you're in prison or jail because you don't see your lawyer, okay? So I don't want you to lose your job, but at the same time, this is more important than what they're wanting you to do. So you got to, I know you get time off during the week sometimes, and between now and August 26th, you get to see Mr. Williams, okay?
Yes, sir.
You're facing serious charges, and I don't want you to just think it's some kind of something you just, you know, because, you know, if you get convicted and sentenced, your employer probably not going to care about you. I'm trying to help you by saying, get you a lawyer. I gave you a lawyer. Okay, I'm giving you continuance so that you have plenty of time to get there, and there's not going to be any excuse between now and August 26th you not getting there, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Daniel Horn. Judge, I sent over an email some time ago counter-offering basically what the state had offered, but requesting the option of seeking early term. I haven't gotten a response back on that.
So, the new offer is an adjudication of guilt, 1 year probation, mental health evaluation and treatment, and 24 hours community service work. And this case is getting pretty old, so we'll be ready for trial if the defendant doesn't accept it.
July 1st docket day, we'll get ready for trial. What's he charged with?
Judge, he's alleged to have impersonated a firefighter. I think he's going to take that offer. Mr. Horn, why don't you come see me? I'll get it typed up for you. Come see me Friday morning. I'm going to say 10:30. Okay? All right. Jason Howell. All right, Judge, I've spoken with Mr. Howell. We set it for trial last time and just did not get to it. So I'm going to go ahead and announce ready for trial again.
What's he charged with?
It's possession of a weapon or ammunition by a convicted felon and a battery.
Sounds pretty straightforward to me. One way or the other, we'll set it for July 1st.
Thank you, Judge.
Y'all work it out if you can. If you can't,
Yes, sir.
if you're wasting the court's time, it's not a good thing.
Gary Hudson. No, Gary. Gary? Judge, I don't see Mr. Hudson in the courtroom. Is he in custody again? Yeah, I think I'm. Okay. I didn't see him on the list last time I looked.
August 26th.
Judge, we'll call him with the inmates in a few minutes. Michael Hudson. Judge, through no fault of Mr. Hudson's, it's an error in our office. I have spoken with him, but we've had issues getting the file open, and so I'm going to move to continue it. I think it's a fairly recent case for us.
August 26th.
Michael Aaron, I'm sorry.
No, I'm Michael Raymond.
You're Michael, okay, wrong Michael Hudson.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, who I'm looking for is Michael Aaron.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't have me on. He's Michael Raymond. Yes. I am on his document. Both of them.
Oh, okay. Now, let's make sure we get it straight, because I don't want y'all to be picking up each other's charges here. So, who is this gentleman right here, Mr. Williams? What's your name, sir?
Michael Aaron Hudson.
Michael Aaron Hudson.
Judge, give me just...
I actually have an appointment with you.
He's got an appointment to meet with me tomorrow. Judge, I'm going to move to continue his case.
August 26th.
Okay, yes, sir. All right, I will see you tomorrow. Jonathan Iley. Judge, this is a new case. I'm going to move to continue it.
August 26th.
Thank you. Michael Lynn Jackson, Jr. Judge, I need to get Mr. Jackson in the office and talk with him again. I'm going to go ahead and move to continue it.
August 26th.
Thank you, Judge. All right. Mr. Jackson, make an appointment, come in and see me, okay? Okay. Tim, you got any more that you can call?
I do.
You do? Okay. Let me let Ms. Rivers take over for just a second. And we pull the
Absolutely.
Oh, Marty's got some.
Judge, the last case I've got this morning is Justin Raphael Diaz, 11 CF 2951. Judge, I had told him that we would just leave it set for Monday. He's got pending cases in Walton County that have
All
resolved.
right, July 1st.
He took that to mean that he was going on back to the jail. That's why he's not out here with me. I think he misunderstood, but July 1st for docket day. That's all I've got, Your Honor. Have a great
All
day.
right, thank you. Ms. Flowers, inmates.
Your Honor, this is Shane Fell, 20 CF 1878. We are requesting a continuance in this matter to give the state a chance to file the new information. There's no objection.
August 26th, thank you.
August 26th. Mike Hilton Lett. This is Mr. Lett, Your Honor. Trying to find a case number. We are in negotiations with the state. I actually have a counteroffer I need to convey to the state.
We're trying to get Mr. Lett's case. He's been hanging around here for quite a while.
Yes, Your Honor. We were going to set him for docket day for plea.
July 1st. We hopefully get your case resolved, Mr. Lett. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Joshua O'Bryce Jackson is a juvenile, but these are adult charges, obviously, 23 CF 2131 and 24 CF 455. The newest case, 445, we have deposition scheduled for tomorrow. We're requesting a continuance, but hoping we can bring it back before
You
then.
want to set it for July 1st or August 26th?
August 26th, Your Honor.
August 26th. Thank you, sir.
I'll let you know when the depositions go. We've got them tomorrow, okay? Randy Joel Matthias, 24 CF 1001 and 24 CF 1055. Your Honor, this is actually my first time up requesting a continuance.
August 26th.
I'll come see you soon. Yeah, no worries. Your Honor, this is Antarius McLean. Your Honor, I've become aware of something I need to speak with the state about. If we could bring him back on Thursday, I think that would be the best thing in this situation.
Is that, was that June 27th?
This Thursday, June 27th?
Bring you back Thursday. Thank you.
Charles Miller.
Honor, this is Mr. Charles Miller, 24 CF 415. Your Honor, we're requesting a continuance. I just sent this morning a copy of the competency evaluation that Dr. McDonald did on Mr. Miller. He was found incompetent to proceed. However, the findings did not indicate that restoration would make a difference in this case, so we're not asking the court to order him to be committed at this point. So we're just asking for a continuance, and it'll be something I have to.
August 26th, y'all try to get that worked out for him.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Mitchell.
Where's Mr. Mitchell's stick?
They took my stick. Said it was contraband.
Mr. Mitchell I've just recently been appointed, I think in the last couple of days. I would ask for a continuance. I've
August
not-
26th.
And Judge, he picked up new charges.
Oh, man.
He picked up a battery on an inmate.
Okay,
Can I speak, Your Honor?
August 26th.
Don't talk about the facts.
What?
Don't talk about the facts of your case.
Is there any way we can resolve this so I can get back to prison?
We can,
I can't do no more of this kind of
Miss,
stuff. I've been tased, I've been assaulted by 3 officers, they took my cane.
well, they say that you picked up new charges. I'll be
Yes, sir,
happy
I
to,
did.
I'll be happy to take care of your case. We got to make sure Ms. Flowers knows what this is about.
What's he saying? What's he saying?
We're happy to send you back to prison if that's what you want to do, but
Yes, sir.
we got to make sure you really know this is what you want to do. I don't want to send someone to prison that may be innocent. So you got to talk to your attorney, make sure she goes over the case and knows the facts, and then we'll bring you back. Apparently you picked up a new charge. Maybe you can have some global resolution.
It's been
And,
vague.
pardon?
I think we can come
Let's
to a
bring him back
resolution.
July 1st. That's just a few days. We're going to bring you back in a few days and see if we can get you taken care of. Global resolution, all your charges, okay?
What's that mean? What's he saying?
I'm going to come see you before July 1st.
All
And
right.
We're going to try to
We'll
work
try
it
to
out.
bring you back, get your case resolved by July 1st. That's just a week or so from now.
All right, thank you, Judge. Thank you.
Okay.
Where do I go?
Right this way.
Y'all,
The
y'all,
sentiment's changed.
y'all thoroughly investigate the case and get it resolved.
Yeah, well, we've
Thank
been
you.
speaking about it. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, Your Honor, this is Kevin Russell here in 23 CF 2611. That's a VOP 24 CF 119. Your Honor, we'd like to leave this set for docket day for a plea.
July 1st.
No, Your Honor, I'd like a Nelson hearing, please.
You got to file a motion.
Got to put it in writing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Talk to him about whatever the situation is, and, you know.
Your Honor, this is Aaron Knopfsinger, 23 CF 2422, requesting a continuance. I don't believe there's an objection.
August 26th. Thank you, sir.
This is Keith Shanklin, Your Honor, 23 CF 2250. He has, I've become aware that he has a new arrest, a new case. I don't think I've been appointed. I don't know if I will be, but I would ask to continue to track with the new
Has he
case.
picked up new charges?
It's already done, sir.
You're-
They already sentenced me for it.
In some other county?
Yes, sir. It's already done. 6 months, I got time, sir.
Okay.
We'll
hang
check
on.
into that, but it was petty theft from Ace Hardware. Is that what we're talking about?
It's already been sentenced for it.
All right, well, let's assume that it's already taken care of. What are we doing on this case?
We can set for trial, plea or trial.
The case on, this case only amounts to a misdemeanor, Your Honor. And,
Well, what we'll do is,
I want to plea out.
you want to plea out? Well,
I plead for a
okay.
misdemeanor.
Why don't we do this July 1st, it's just a week or so, and talk to Ms. Flowers, make sure that's what you want to do, and we'll talk with the state and see if we can get it resolved July 1st, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank you.
Check it. I've got to go to my office today. Your Honor, this is James Spara, 24 CF, this way, right here, 561. This is my first time up. We request a continuance.
August 26th.
That's it. This is Mr. Stakowiak, 24 CF 207. I'd like to leave this one set for docket day for a potential plea.
July 1st, thank you. Hopefully, we can get it resolved July 1st, thank you.
Your Honor, this is Chase Brandon Stewart, 22 CF 1397, 23 CF 754, 23 CF 2380. I supplied the court and the state just this morning with a copy of the competency evaluation done by Dr. McDonald. She has found him incompetent to proceed and recommended restoration. I can prepare an order and submit that today.
All right, well,
If the state stipulates to the findings of the report, of course.
you stipulated?
The state stipulates with the
All right,
report.
yeah, I need to look at it real anyway, too, but send me an order. You know,
An order
I'll
with-
sign it if I agree.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. When's the next court date?
Should we set a control date?
Set a control date for October 28th. Thank you.
Thank you. It'll depend on how things go at the hospital. Your Honor, this is Cordell Thomas. This is good. And 24 CF 24. He does have another new case, I believe the public defender's on. In this case, I am requesting a continuance. I do have a motion to dismiss that needs to be just signed by Mr. Thomas that I intend to.
Has he picked up a new case?
Yes, Your Honor, but I don't represent him in the new case.
right.
Yeah,
You mentioned
I mentioned
that
that.
and asked that she go ahead and be appointed, and you went on ahead
And
and
appointed
appointed
her, too,
her
and we-
in court.
Okay, well,
Now, listen, Your Honor, can I talk?
I'll let Regional Conflict Counsel be his attorney, and talk to her real quick about whatever you want to talk to me
Will
about.
there be an order? Can we submit an order?
I thought we already done that. I told you about that when you came to court. I got a motion right here that
Well, my office
I have no
first.
problem with, that the officer stated that he wasn't gonna write me a ticket on this new case law, so that killed probable cause right now, and I got the paperwork right here that I did my own law work on.
Let Ms. Flowers see what you're talking about.
Yes, and that would be for both cases. And I want to, Your Honor, this case, the first case was supposed to have been dismissed. There was never no probable cause on that case right there, and I'm supposed to have been signed for that so I can bond out. It's holding me from no bond, so I can't bond out
We'll
of jail.
bring you back July 1st, Ms. Flowers, have a chance to see what you're talking
Yeah, and
about.
that should get me on this new case law. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank
All
you.
right,
See you on the
we'll
first.
take a
All
look
right.
and see what you're saying, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
So RCC will be appointed in his, just for the record.
Send me an order if you need it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Tell him to stop doing that.
Your Honor, this is Calvin Tipton, 16 CF 1262, that's a VOP, 22 CF 894. This is getting old. We are too far apart as to a resolution. We're going to start moving towards The trial, I'll have to coordinate with, of course, Ms. Vaso with her
What
availability.
charges is he looking at?
These are sexual assault, victim under 12. Are the new
Well,
charges.
you ready to go to trial? You want to say for July 1st?
No.
Plenty of other cases, so.
We're not quite ready.
August 26th.
Thank you.
You need to get him tried or pled, one or the other.
I believe that's all I have on the docket.
All right, Mr.
Oh, Erica Varner, yes, sorry.
Erica Varner.
Erica Varner. Okay, 24 CF 1019. We are requesting a continuance. I'll have to speak with the prosecutor.
Objection.
She's here, she's an inmate.
Yeah.
August 26th.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mr. Tony?
Thank you.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Your Honor, I'd like to call State of Florida versus Lauren Davis Woods. If Mr. Woods approaches.
Okay.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes.
Your Honor, pursuant to negotiations with the State Attorney's Office, at this time, we would like to withdraw our previous plea of not guilty, and the defendant will plead to no contest. It's a simple battery. There will be a withhold of adjudication, 1129 probation, the Batterers Intervention Program, court costs and no contact with the victim, no alcohol or drugs without prescriptions. Court costs
Right,
also the cost of prosecution, Your Honor.
Mr. Davis, would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for his court's true, so help you God?
Sir.
Okay. This is 23 CF 1732, State versus Lauren Davis Woods. You want to enter a no contest plea to the charge of simple battery, a lesser included offense of domestic violence battery?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Or, excuse me, domestic battery by strangulation, so it's a down to a misdemeanor. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you read and sign his plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today? Are you happy with the work Mr. Tony's done for you on your case?
Very happy.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. Withhold adjudication since you 11.29 months probation. Batterers Intervention Program, court costs, no contact with victim, no alcohol or drugs without a prescription, standard court costs, and cost of prosecution. And is it withhold adjudication or
Yes, sir.
adjudicated? Because you checked adjudicated. Which way do you want me to go?
It's a withhold of adjudication.
You prefer withhold?
Yes, sir.
That's no objection.
Okay. Thought so.
Your Honor, we'll request this information please be waived.
All right, thank you. That means you don't have a conviction. Okay,
That's all I have. Thank you, Your Honor.
all right.
Hold on, Mr. Woods.
All right. Is it Manning?
Yes.
What's he charged with? How come you don't have an attorney, Mr. Manning?
I do not understand why either.
Well, I'll appoint the public defender to represent you.
Manning.
Is there an offer for him?
Not at this time, Judge.
I'll appoint the public defender to represent you and set you for August 26th, and if you get it resolved, we'll move you up sooner.
Okay, yes, sir.
Looks like
But
you're a
I also
trustee.
have another case pending while I'm in jail. I have a possession charge and a paraphernalia charge that I'm set for July 25th on with Mr. J.D. Williams here. So is there any way we can go ahead and get all that?
Well, okay, well,
Sounds like it must be Violation of probation.
I'm not on probation.
We'll set them all for July 25th and see if we can get it worked out. You're a trustee, right?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay.
Is that your first time in court on it, on that particular case? Okay,
On
so
this-
it's his
yeah.
arraignment? All right. Okay, yeah, I'll come out and I'll talk with you about both cases before then, and we'll arraign you on that on the 25th.
Okay, and I'll write you about this one.
Okay.
I wrote you on my prior one as well, so.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks. How come we keep calling cases, but none of these people get to leave? How,
Who's about to take care of that?
all right. Ms. Rivers?
Good morning, Your Honor. The first out of custody I should have is Corey Coachman Seiler, number 188.
Corey Seiler?
Your Honor, I'm going to need an opportunity to meet with him, so I'm going to request a continuance. I need for you to call my office and listen.
August 26th. Thank you.
Isabella Osborne. Your Honor, she's before the court on 23 CF 1685. We've reached an agreement in this matter. You signed it last time. Approach.
You have the score sheet, Ms. Rivers? Do I see
Yes.
this?
State of Florida versus Isabella Osborne, 23 CF 1685. Ms. Osborne, would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for is course of truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
You want to enter a no contest plea to the charge of, is it possession of a controlled substance, a third-degree felony? Or is it second-degree felony?
Your Honor, I believe it was this sale, manufacture, deliver, wasn't it?
It is.
Possession with intent to sell, manufacture,
Second-degree
deliver.
felony, sell, manufacture, deliver a controlled substance. You understand that? And also, did she want to enter a no contest plea to possession of drug paraphernalia, first-degree misdemeanor?
Sir.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Sir.
You aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea? Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing
No,
here
sir.
today? Are you happy with the work Ms. Rivers has done for you on your case?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. You're sentenced to a judge guilty, 4 years probation, have a substance abuse evaluation, and complete any recommended treatment, random UAs, 100 hours community service work, maintain full-time employment, or submit 3 job applications per week, not to possess or consume alcohol or drugs without a prescription. $1,000 fine, $940 court costs, $100 cost of prosecution, $150 PD fee. And how much time did she spend in jail? Any?
A week.
On the possession of drug paraphernalia, since she time served on that.
Sir, thank you.
Okay? Yes, sir. Cost of supervision waived.
The next one on the docket is 195, John Paris, 24 CF 1028.
John Harris.
Paris.
Paris.
We've reached agreement in this matter, Your Honor.
State of Florida versus John Paris, 24 CF 1028. Mr. Paris, please raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear the testimony you give for his course is true, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
You want to enter a no contest plea to possession of controlled substance, a third-degree felony and possession of paraphernalia, a first-degree misdemeanor, correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you read and sign his plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, I did.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Did anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Ms. Rivers done for you on your case?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. Judge you guilty. What's CAS?
Those are my initials, Judge.
Oh, okay.
Was it-
Sends you to credit for time served concurrent on both cases, $615 court costs, and $150 PD fee. Judge guilty on both cases.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Your Honor, the next one is Archelius Perry, number 196, 23 CF 1893. Mr. Perry is present and approaching. Now it's ready for trial.
What's he charged with?
Charged with flee and elude, Your Honor.
Is it Dakota Perry?
No, Archelius Perry. Am I saying her name right?
Archelius.
Archelius Perry.
Archelius Perry, July,
Oh, it's mine.
where do you work, Mr. Perry?
Adams.
Are you doing that construction around here?
No, sir. Garbage.
Adams Sanitation.
July 1st, we'll set for docket day July 1st, and y'all see if you can't get this worked out. Okay?
July 1st,
Y'all
9 a.m.
y'all get that one worked out.
The next one is Dakota Perry.
Dakota,
24 CF 936. Mr. Perry is present. We're going to request a continuance. Is it 8/24, Your Honor?
August 26th.
August 26th, sorry.
No objection.
August 26th.
Thank you.
Eric Pope, 24 CF 371. Pope had talked about getting a private attorney. Were you going to get a private attorney or? Okay.
But,
All right. We're going to request a continuance, Your Honor, so we can go over the facts of his case.
August 26th.
Okay.
Thank you.
Christopher Porter, oh, sorry, Your Honor, he's in custody. We'll skip him. The next one is going to be Rebecca Raby. That's 202 on the docket. Her number is 23 CF 2845. Your Honor, she has previously, she's approaching. Your Honor, we did submit a copy of the evaluation where she was found insane at the time. I'm going to ask to get with the state, Mr. Rouse, so we can try to go over how to proceed next.
Yeah, we can continue it.
August 26th. If we get it resolved, we'll move it up.
Yes.
Thank you.
Brian Reed, 204, that's 24 CF 606. Your Honor, he did want to enter a plea. He has been reviewing the plea agreement. He just needs to sign it if he doesn't have any questions. So that's Brian Reed.
Mr. Reed, would you please raise your right hand and be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for this court is true, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
No, this is a different guy. I was thinking of the dirt arrested for all the drugs. The score sheet? Está gesagt. I'm gonna put in the score sheet.
You want to enter a plea of no contest to, on count one, possession of a firearm or weapon by a convicted felon, second-degree felony. Count two, no valid driver's license, second-degree misdemeanor, and resisting without violence, a first-degree misdemeanor. Correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form? Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea? Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Ms. Rivers done for you on your case?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. On count one, you're sentenced 12 months probation, 50 hours of community service, 50 hours community service. Forfeit the weapon. You'd have no weapons on probation. 415, is it
Court costs, Your Honor.
standard court costs, $100 cost of prosecution, $150 PD fee, waived cost of supervision. On counts 2 and 3, you're sentenced to credit for time served. And
No, I apologize, I need to interrupt. There was an order to revoke bond for this defendant. Yes, ma'am. It was signed by this, Your Honor, on the 18th of this month. He was arrested in Walton County for trafficking in several amount of drugs, and I requested that his bond be revoked, and this court approved it, signed it.
so he's got charges in Walton County.
Yes, Your Honor, while he was out on bond on this one, on this case.
Well, but he just pled out.
I have asked Ms. Rivers, and you said there was someone else.
I thought it was someone.
Right, so I didn't get a chance to check, and I did get a check before the judge pronounced it.
Okay, so you.
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
So-
What they gonna,
So
can we
she's
go for
with-
another bond?
So she's withdrawing the offer.
So I just took a
It was a
plea.
machete, and it wasn't even my
Hang
car.
on a second. We just took a plea for him to resolve these charges, didn't we?
Your Honor, I'm sorry. There was an order to revoke bond. I asked deputy to verify because Ms. Rivers indicated that I was mistaken.
Anyway, I can get another.
And in the meantime, Your Honor was pronouncing.
I'm trying to resolve
Who's got their phone on? They need to leave.
We can set it for trial.
like it was a machete, and it wasn't even my car.
All right,
I know you wanted
what we're going to do is, he's going to, I'm going to let him withdraw this plea and see if y'all can work it out, and we'll put him back on the docket July 1st.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right. Maybe we can get it worked out July 1st.
Christopher Reedy, 205, 24 CF 427.
Hang on one second. Who we got with the little children out there? What case is that one? The little girls, it looks like? Is there 3 little girls?
Mr. Parker's an inmate, Your Honor.
Okay. We may not get to, what, are we going to get to him till 11?
These inmates till 11 at least.
All right. All right, I'm trying to help out the little kids, but it may be a while before we get to that person, maybe 30 minutes or so. Little kids,
Children.
yeah, right there.
Yeah, I know.
All right, go ahead.
Your Honor, the next one is Joshua Riling, number 206, 23 CF 2187.
No hats in the courtroom, please.
Try to set another appointment with me. Talk about what we're going to do. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to request a continuance on Mr. Riling. I believe it'll be the last one. So we'll ask for the 8/26 court date.
August 26th.
All right?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have the printout? I'm going to skip over a couple that are out of custody, Your Honor, because we're trying to get some plea agreements for them. The next one that's listed is Michael Ring. Now, my understanding is that Mr. Ring is in vet court. And I don't have anything to the contrary, so he wouldn't have come.
We'll continue it to July 1st and check and make sure.
Clarence Robbins, 23 CF 2617.
Any contact with him?
Not this time, Your Honor. I normally do. He's normally
What's he
here.
charged with?
Your Honor, he is charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, battery on...
No bond capias.
Samuel Roberts, he is present, 22 CF 2997. Going to request a continuance to 8/26, Your Honor.
August 26th. Thank you.
Kevin Rogers, we want to leave him set as well, Your Honor. That's number 211 on the docket, 24 CF 749. So we would put him on for 7/1, but we anticipate a trial, so.
What's he charged with?
He's charged with possession of a weapon by a convicted felon.
Okay, July 1st. That should be yes or no. Y'all see if you can get it worked out.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right, call me, please. Darren Rose, 23 CF 333.
Are you saying rose like the flower or
Yes,
rose?
Your Honor. Rose like the flower.
What's he charged with?
And he's always coming in. He even called last week. 23 CF, DUI with serious bodily injury, possession, and resisting an officer without violence. Your Honor, I'd ask to put him on for 7/1 and make sure there's just no communication issue. Huh? Oh, there he is. All right.
August 26th, is that what you said?
Yes, Your
Okay,
Honor.
thank you.
And we definitely need to talk, okay? So.
Gotcha.
All right.
Get it moved up if you can get it resolved.
Yes, Your Honor. Dylan Sabo, Your Honor, he is present. I did see him in the hallway, 24 CF 833. Out in the hallway because he is present. I did speak with him this morning. Oh, there he is right there, the blue shirt. Come on, Dylan. Your Honor, we're going to ask for a trial on this one.
What's he charged with?
Obstruction of justice and simple assault.
July 1st, y'all should be able to get that worked out. Thank you.
The next one, Your Honor, is 215. That's Juan Carlos Salazar Espinaya. And he is present along with our interpreter. And it's 24 CF 452. It was yours.
Yeah.
Smith's forgot.
Your Honor, while we're
Alan.
looking for it,
That's right.
Your Honor, the offer was to plea to a misdemeanor, which was count 3, operation of a motor vehicle without a valid license, and the state would dismiss count 1 and count 2. Was a plea agreement. She did go over it with him.
Should have it, Ms. Rivers.
You got it?
Nope. I can write up another one.
All right, we'll bring you back in just a few minutes.
Another one. Casey Salee, number 216 on the docket, 24 CF 891. We are ready for trial.
Charged with what?
Attempted possession.
Actually, possession.
Or possession.
And we're waiting on FDLE, so the state's going to ask for a continuance.
August 26th. Thank you.
Kenshawn Scott, 23 CF 936. Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor, that one is in custody, and we waived his appearance. We're going to request a continuance on him. He's in prison, Your Honor, doing life.
August 26th. For life?
Yes.
Y'all should be able to work that out.
Nicosi Seals, 24 CF 877.
Okay.
We're going to request a continuance to 826 on Mr. Seals.
What's he charged with?
Flee and elude, possession, paraphernalia, and resisting.
August 26th. That should be worked out. Thank you, sir.
David Steffens, he is present, 23 CF 308. Okay. 826, Your Honor.
Yes. August 26th.
Joe Smith, will be 24 CF 867. We've reached agreement in this matter, if I may approach.
Okay. This is 24 CF 867, State of Florida versus Joe Allen Smith. Mr. Smith, would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for is course of truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
You want to enter a no contest plea to the charge of battery on a law enforcement officer, 2 third-degree felonies, domestic violence battery, 2 first-degree misdemeanors, and resisting an officer without violence, a first-degree misdemeanor, correct? Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Ms. Rivers has done for you on your case?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. Adjudication is withheld on all counts. Placed on 2 years probation, concurrent, and then 1 year concurrent probation on the misdemeanors. Have a substance abuse evaluation, complete any recommended counseling. Take batter's intervention counseling. No violent contact with the victims. Do not possess or consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription. Waive cost supervision, standard court costs, and you can do community service for the court costs. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Juan Carlos Salazar Espana.
You wrote up this that quick?
It materialized.
All right, Ms. Allen, please raise your right hand to be sworn. You swear to accurately translate the dialogue between the court and the attorneys and the defendant? All right. All right, this is State of Florida versus Juan Carlos Salazar Espana, 24 CF 452. Mr. Espana, please raise your right hand to be sworn. You swear the testimony you give for is course of truth, so help you God. You want to plead to the charge of driving without a driver's license, a second-degree misdemeanor. Correct? Yes. The state's going to dismiss count 1 and 2?
That's correct, Judge.
Okay. Did you read or did you have this plea and sentencing agreement translated to you? Someone that speaks Spanish?
Yes.
You understand the rights you're waiving by entering this plea? Did anybody threaten you or force you to sign this agreement? Did anyone force you, threaten you to enter this plea?
Nadie lo ha forzado a declararse de esta manera.
Is he an American citizen? Is this going to have an effect on any immigration issues with him? You understand it could have some effect on your immigration status. You understand that? Is he under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent him from knowing what he's doing here today? Are you happy with the work Ms. Rivers has done for you on your case? Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. Adjudicated guilty. Fine $305. $50 cost of prosecution. $50 PD fee. And $50 PD application fee. All due within 180 days, or it goes to a judgment.
Your Honor, they indicated that he had to post a cash bond, and so he was asking if it could be taken out of the cash bond.
You can take the fines and you can take all the court costs and fines out of the cash bond. Thank you.
The next one, Your Honor, is John Smith, number 223 on the docket, 24 CF 258.
John Smith?
Your Honor, I had a message where his wife had called indicating that he is in jail in another county. I guess this case triggered that, and he's currently doing a jail sentence in another county.
August 26th, no bond capias.
Ryan Levi Smith, 23 CF 1660. Mr. Smith is present. What do you want to do? Your Honor, he's asking for a continuance.
No objection.
August 26th. Thank you.
You're good? Yeah, August 26th. Alana Stewart, 23 CF 2430.
Alana Stewart. Do we have any hearings this afternoon? No. Next, no bond capias.
Ken Sean Thomas, number 231 on the docket, 24 CF 405. He is present and approaching. Your Honor, he is asking to continue it to 8/26.
No objection.
We have depot set tomorrow.
August 26th, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you
They
have to
won't do
come,
it.
you have to come
It's
back.
cool, though. I can-
No. So the trial is in September, but you have court before that in August.
All right, that's good.
Be back August 26th, thank you.
Your Honor, let's see, we filed a motion continuance on Marco Tubbs. The next one is Lauren Valjahoa. Butchered that, sorry. There was an offer of a pretrial diversion on this. If we could get that printed out, and then I'll get her, review it with her for next time.
Yes.
You want to do it July 1st?
July 1st is fine? Yes, ma'am. All right,
Okay, thank you.
9 a.m. Richard Wagner, 23 CF 2526.
What's he charged with?
Your Honor, he is charged with possession of ammo by convicted felon, possession of a weapon by convicted felon, possession of paraphernalia.
Capias.
Anthony Weeks. Your Honor, we want to leave this on the trial docket as well, so we'll ask for July 1st, but with anticipation of a trial.
What's he charged with?
Sex offender failure to report change, 24 CF 498.
Y'all should be able to work that out. We'll see you July 1st. Get ready for trial.
Patricia Whitaker, we filed a motion to continue, and let's see. Devontae Wiley, number 242, 24 CF 946. I'm going to ask to continue it. I need to meet with Mr. Wiley.
No objection.
Wiley, sorry.
August 26th.
Dustin Williams. That would be 23 CF 2701. And speaking with him, he does want a trial on this matter, so we're going to have this on the trial docket as well.
What's he charged with?
He's charged with burglary of an unoccupied conveyance and resisting an officer without violence.
July 1st.
Jade Williams, 24 CF 1015. I did just convey the new offer by the state. Not me. Okay, we'll do you, Jeremy, since you're standing up here. Jeremy Williams, now, we want to do your plea agreement, so if we can just have you sit for a few more minutes.
Okay.
So
All right,
just
this
skip
is
over.
Jeremy Williams or Jay Williams?
Your Honor, that was Jeremy. He does want to enter a plea. I need to write that up.
Okay.
I'd call Jade Williams, 24 CF 1015.
Are you saying Jade, J-A-D-E?
Yes, Your Honor.
Jade Williams, okay.
And Your Honor, I did just convey the state's new offer. She wants to be able to spend some time and go over it with some other family members. So we're going to ask for continuance to
August 26th.
August 26th. We're going to skip Jeremy Williams while I write that up. And that's all I have right now.
I have some other out of custody as well.
All right.
Go ahead.
Let me call two, if you don't mind.
You got two, I got more than that, so go ahead.
Okay, well, I've got several, but I at least want to get these two. Michael R. Hudson. Judge, this is the same situation. I'm going to ask for a continuance. This is the other Michael Hudson.
All right, August 26th.
Thank you, Judge. Tommy Kelly.
Okay. Tommy Kelly?
Tommy Kelly, yeah, he's red shirt. Judge, he may have stepped outside for a minute. He's approached me a couple of times. Okay, you can go ahead and call your.
All right, thanks.
I'll get the mic back in a minute.
Your Honor, I'll go ahead and go through the rest of my out of custody, Judge. Courtney Ard, assuming she didn't step out yet again. Stepped out yet again, Judge. I'll pass her for this for now. Next out of custody judge that I have is going to be Mr. Bradley Borland. Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Mr. Borland. Judge, this is 24 CF 175. I believe this is actually the first time that I've really met with Mr. Borland. We'll request a continuance to next cycle to go over his case.
August 26th.
Thank you, Judge. Give me a call.
Yes, sir.
Next out of custody, Your Honor, I have Ms. Connie Brown-Menzies. Your Honor, Ms. Brown-Menzies is present and approaching. Judge, 21 CF 1410. We are ready for trial.
State's ready for trial, Your Honor.
What's she charged with?
Judge, DUI manslaughter is the first count. There's also other counts involving DUI, involving serious bodily injury, property damage, and vehicular homicide.
July 1st.
Thank you, Judge.
How long is that trial going to take?
Say at a minimum of 3 days, Your Honor.
Okay.
Including jury selection.
All right.
Oh, 3 days, I mean.
Yeah, so we probably have a day of jury selection and at least 2 days of actual trial. Be here, so not July 1st. July 1st is docket day. That's when you need to be back here to talk to me this week. Your Honor, next I have Mr. Jason Cadenhead. Your Honor, Mr. Cadenhead is present and approaching. 24 CF 953, if I could have just one moment. Judge, we're still negotiating a resolution for Mr. Cadenhead. We're very close. We'd like to set him for July 1st to wrap that up.
All right, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Next out of custody, Your Honor, I have Ms. Tiffany Cannon. Your Honor, Ms. Cannon is present and approaching. Judge, this is 24 CF 933. We're requesting a continuance to set depositions in this case.
No. August 26th.
Thank you, Judge. All right, give me a call and I'll get those depositions. Is that okay? Okay. Next, Your Honor, I have Mr. Jonathan Cantwell. Your Honor, Mr. Cantwell is present and approaching. Judge, this is 23 CF 844, if I could have just one moment.
I have a minute offer as well.
Judge, we're close to a resolution as well. I'd like to leave this set for docket day.
July 1st.
I may convey the offer. It's going to be a withhold, 1-year probation, restitution of $115. So there's 2 cases for restitution for the...
It's about $1,100 is the last amount that we got.
Yeah, that's about right. So it's 1-year probation.
We can bring him back June 27th, too.
That's fine too, Judge. We can come back this Thursday.
All right.
Meet me tomorrow. Come to my office tomorrow, okay? Judge, next out of custody, I have Mr. Gregory Carroll. This is 22 CF 1986. Mr. Carroll is present and approaching. Did the state need any more information for Mr. Carroll?
No, I think we continue.
What date would you like?
August 26th, Judge.
No, yeah, stipulation to set it for August 26th, Judge.
All right, August 26th. Thank you.
Your Honor, the next person that I have on the docket is Timothy Carter, 21 CF 2874. A waiver is on file, having spoken with Mr. Carter and the state. We do still need, I believe, one more continuance to try to get this resolved or otherwise get it set for trial potentially next cycle.
No objection. I would just
August
like to get
26th.
the deposition of the case officer.
Yeah, we've got depositions done. I think we need to review it.
August 26th. Thank you.
Okay. Next, Your Honor, I have Ms. Peggy Casper. Your Honor, Ms. Casper is present and approaching. Judge, this is 24 CF 989. She had an offer to do drug court. However, I don't believe she's going to have reliable transportation to do drug court. So rather than set her up for failure, we'd request a continuance to try to negotiate this out and see if there's any other work we need to do on it.
August 26th. Bring it back earlier if you can.
Thank you. Next, Your Honor, I have Ms. Autumn Cummins. Your Honor, Ms. Cummins is present and approaching. Judge, this is 24 CF 808. This is a newer case for me, Judge. I haven't had a chance to meet with Ms. Cummins yet. I'd like to continue her case so I can review it with her and see if there's any motions that need to be filed.
August
I have
26th.
an amended offer I'll amend the charges to just a POP and withhold court cost.
Thank you for that new offer. We'll respectfully decline at this time.
Okay.
Thank you.
That offer's off the table.
Wait. Withhold adjudication and court costs, and that's it?
On a misdemeanor.
Misdemeanor?
And I'm not going to keep that offer open.
So that goes away today.
What, she got a felony now?
There's a felony possession charge, Judge. Possession.
She can have a seat out there, you can talk to her, make sure she understands what she's doing. Withhold means you don't have a conviction. No probation, no jail time on a misdemeanor. Otherwise, you're looking at a felony, which has got 5 years possibly. So you need to have a seat out there and think about that. Do what you want to do, but you need to really think about it. Just saying no.
Next, Your Honor, I have Mr. John Dennis.
Dennis?
Was here. I don't know where he sent out to. I'll call him in just a minute. Instead, I have Mr. Horace Durden. Your Honor, Mr. Durden is present and approaching. Judge, this is 22 CF 2587. Judge, we are ready for trial.
All right. What's he charged with again?
Judge, he's charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, discharging a firearm, and I forget the third charge off the top of my head.
July 1st. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Give me a call. Next out of custody, Your Honor, I have Ms. Charlotte Fincher. Your Honor, Ms. Fincher is present and approaching. This is 24 CF 593. We have some paperwork that we're going to get together with the state to get this resolved on July 1st. We'd ask to set it for that date.
All right, July 1st. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Give me a call. Next, Your Honor, I have Mr. Jacob Grice. Your Honor, Mr. Grice is present here. This is 22 CF 3177, 23 CF 1431. We're asking for one final continuance.
No objection.
August 26th.
Thank you, Judge. And lastly, out of custody that I have at the moment is Mr. Keith Griffin. Your Honor, Mr. Griffin is present and approaching. Judge, we're asking for a continuance.
No objection.
August 26th. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Give me a call. That's all of my out of custody at the moment. Thank you, Your Honor. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed over Mr. Coleman Blocker, Judge. Completely missed him.
Someone, you said it with a red shirt. There's been several gentlemen come in with red shirts. I don't know.
Yes, sir, he's mine.
Your Honor, I have Mr. Coleman Blocker, 24 CF 244. Judge, we've reached an agreement if I may approach.
All right. Mr. Blocker, would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give before this court is true, so help you God?
Sir.
State of Florida 20 versus Coleman Blocker, 24 CF 244. You want to enter a no contest plea to possession of a controlled substance, fentanyl, and a third-degree felony and possession of paraphernalia, first-degree misdemeanor, correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea? Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea? Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today? Are you happy with the work that Mr. Gibbs has done for you on your case?
Sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. On count one, you're sentenced to adjudicated guilty, 18 months probation, $100 cost of prosecution, $515 court costs, $150 PD fee. Enter and comply with Emerald Coast Life Center Treatment Program. Count two, adjudicated guilty, sentenced to time served. And that's it.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
So you probably need to be fingerprinted.
We'll wait, Your Honor.
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
Gibbs.
There's Mr. Dennis. And Judge, Mr. Dennis is back, if I may recall him as well.
All right.
Judge Tim Gibbs, on behalf of John Dennis, this is 23 CF 2612. We're requesting to leave this set for docket day for a plea or continue.
All All right, July 1st. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. Give me a call. Thank you.
Tommy Kelly? Judge, I'm going to move to continue Mr. Kelly's case.
I'm sorry, in the bathroom.
It's all right. July, you say,
I'm going to move to continue the
okay,
case, Judge.
August 26th.
Thank you, Judge.
Get a card.
No. You just have to remember 826.
What number is? Just come out there.
There you go. The number's on that card. All right.
When I come back.
826, August 26. William Gerard, or Gerald Jackson. Judge, Mr. Jackson's approaching. We did an evaluation for cognitive issues, and I provided a copy of that evaluation to the state. Still need to talk with them, and I'm going to be listing Dr. Zeman as an expert witness. This has to do with his ability to remember why he forgot to check in.
That's not a
Memory
defense.
It's a failure to register case where he forgot to check in.
I didn't think that was a defense for failure to register.
August, what'd you want?
Well, that answers my question as to whether or not they're going to modify their position. I still want to get him listed, so let's go 826 on it, Judge.
What's his name again?
His name is William Gerald Jackson.
Okay, next time if you wear shorts to court, you're going to go to jail. Don't wear shorts to court, okay?
Okay.
August 26th, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Javaris Johnson. Judge, Mr. Javar Johnson is approaching. Judge, I'm going to move to continue the case.
August 26th, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Michael Troy Johnson. Judge, he's got a case in Walton County. It got continued. I'm trying to deconflict the sentences between the two, so I'm going to ask to pass him one more time. Hopefully the Walton County case will get resolved.
August 26th, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Manuela Jones. Hey, Ms. Jones, I'm still mispronouncing your first name. One of these days, maybe I'll get lucky and get it right. Judge, I've provided records, impeachment information on this case. I'm going to go ahead and announce ready for trial on it.
What's he charged with?
It's an aggravated battery by deadly weapon. It's going to be a self-defense case, Judge.
July 1st.
Thank you, sir.
See if you can get that worked out.
Yes, sir.
Who's the prosecutor on that case?
Ms. Leone. Travis Russell Kelly. Oh, excuse me. No, he's in jail. Dalen Kendall. Judge, we sent this particular officer twice for depositions. He works nights. I had asked him, did he want to go first thing in the morning or last thing in the afternoon? So we reset it for last thing in the afternoon. He still didn't appear. I'm going to have to ask for a continuance and try to reset him.
So what's he charged with?
It's a burglary with assault or battery and an aggravated battery, victim pregnant, and I've got it as ×2.
So you want a continuance?
Yes, sir.
August 26th.
Thank you, Judge.
You probably shouldn't wear a shirt that says death row to criminal court. You might end up.
No, it's just Snoop Dogg's record label.
Okay, thank you.
Benjamin Lee King. Judge, I'm going to ask to continue the case. Discovery on this one was a little late.
August 26th.
Thank you, Judge.
What is the defense missing in discovery?
I don't think we're missing anything now, but it was. Yeah, I can talk to you about it later. Jason Brian Kuntz. Judge, let's leave this one on for docket day. Yes, ma'am.
All right, they would proceed on 22 CF 20.
What's he charged with?
He's got two different cases, Judge. They're both
What kind? What is
computer
it?
solicitation, Judge.
Oh, okay.
Undercover officers.
July 1st.
Thank you, Judge. Okay. Jefferson Lawson.
And the offer on this is adjudicate credit for time served, $615 court cost.
All right, so you're no longer looking for the probation?
Correct.
Okay. All right, Judge, this one's going to be a plea. I just need to draft it up for him. Dana Lewis. Judge, we're going to announce ready for trial.
State's ready.
What's he charged with?
Possession of controlled substance.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
July 1st.
Yes, sir. Desiree Lige. Judge, we have a court-ordered evaluation pending in this case, but at this point, Ms. Lige has not been able to get over to the evaluator's office. All right, she's advising me that it's now scheduled for July 3rd, so I'm going to move for one more continuance.
Okay. August 26th. Make sure you get there, Ms. Lodge.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Okay.
Just primarily on getting to see the doctor.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Kenneth Eugene Martin II. Judge, I'm going to move to continue the case.
What's he charged with?
It's a cruelty to child without great bodily harm.
26, y'all get it resolved and move it up.
All right, Judge.
Thank you.
Okay. August 26th. Okay. Terry Lynn Matthews. Terry Lynn Matthews. Judge, Mr. Matthews doesn't answer. Do we have everybody in from out in the hallway?
I'm asking for a capias on this case.
All right, no bond capias.
Amanda Mattingly.
Offer on both of these cases, it's going to be adjudicate credit for time served, 615 court costs.
Okay, take his phone away. I think that thing's rang about 4 or 5 times.
Did you register?
Yeah.
All right, Judge, if we can reset it, yes, ma'am. If we can reset this for 7-1 without subpoenas, it's going to be a plea, but I need
All
to
right,
make
July
sure she
1st.
understands.
It's just going to be court costs. I'm not going to give you any jail time or probation, okay?
And I'll get that drafted up for her, or make the alteration to the one we already have. Michael May. Judge, if we can set him without subpoenas for the first, I want to get him in my office on Friday. Sir, I'm going to say come and see me at 1:30 on Friday.
And just for the record, the offer is a withhold 615 court cost.
Hold and 615 court costs, that's it?
Yes, sir. He's got here. He has questions. Basically, every time we come to court, there's another question.
July 1st, otherwise I'm going to have, I guess I don't know, you keep delaying this, and you got an offer that basically is, what was it again?
It's
Withhold 615 court costs.
Withhold adjudication means you don't have a conviction, 615 court costs.
no probation.
Okay, I'll settle today then.
All right.
What's his name again?
His name is Michael May.
What's he pleading to?
Possession of controlled substance.
It's a misdemeanor?
No, Judge, would be a felony. Unless you want to make it like a
Given
possession
what
error.
the offer is, I can drop it down to a POP, so it'd be
Okay.
withholding court cost.
All right,
Possession of paraphernalia.
give me his name again. And, case number, not his name.
It's 23 CF 313.
All right, it's 23 CF 313, State versus Michael May. Would you please raise your right hand and be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for is course of truth, so help you God. You want to enter a no contest plea, meaning you don't admit you did anything wrong, but you don't deny it. It's treated as a guilty, but it's a no contest. You want to enter a plea to possession of paraphernalia, misdemeanor, correct? You understand the rights you're waiving by entering this plea? Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea? Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today? Are you happy with the work Mr. Williams done for you on your case? Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it, withhold adjudication, 615 court costs, 180 days to pay it before it goes to a judgment. No probation or further jail time. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Judge. Ontarius McLaughlin.
Terrence McLaughlin.
Yes, sir. Judge, I've got a couple of cases that are like this one. It's a PTI fail-out. Do we want to set this for a miscellaneous date for sentencing? Because he'll just stand before the court.
June
for sentencing.
27th, then.
Thank you, Judge.
I mean,
All right, come back on the 27th, that's Thursday, okay? And you'll stand before the court for sentencing then, okay?
Thank
All
you.
right. William McMurrin.
We got got a bunch of inmates back there, Steve?
Yes, sir, you're working on getting one with 30 of them.
Judge, Mr. McMurrin's got a case set for arraignment on the 27th docket. Let's just pass this and
All
try to
right.
deal with all of them together.
27th, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Tanya Metz.
How many do we have set for this afternoon? How many for this afternoon, basically? Oh, okay, good. This is Ms. Metz.
Yes, this is Tanya Metz. Judge, this is going to be a plea, but I need to type it up for her. If we can set it for a miscellaneous date.
About June 27th.
That's fine, Judge, I believe so. Can you come back on Thursday? Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
What time?
It'll be 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, Jeffrey Charles Miller.
No, she.
All of these are staying in the division, they arrest your cases, staying in with the prosecutor that they already had, unless they're new ones, right?
After 6/6, the CAC handles.
Okay. Judge, I don't think this one's particularly old, but I need to talk with the prosecutor on it. We had sent over a 6-month community control offer, but I think I wound up sending it to Christine. I don't remember if I included Cody on it, and Cody's going to be handling the case still.
That offer would be accepted.
Okay. Judge, with the GPS?
It has to be,
Think about this thing, hold on.
Judge, he needs a bit more time to think about it. Do you want to just continue? We've already got a number of cases. Do you want to just continue it?
June 27th.
Excuse me?
He wants to think about a plea?
Yes, sir.
What's the offer?
It's adjudication of guilt, 6 months community control. He will have to have a GPS.
That's it, 6 months.
Yeah, he's not had a chance to do it. This is something that I had emailed the state about. So this is the first time he's learned that the state's going along with
Oh,
it.
you want it, well, why don't we do July 25th, miscellaneous?
July 25th? Yes, sir. All right, that's going to be a miscellaneous date, but that'll give you some time to think about it and to make an appointment to come see me if you got any more questions, okay?
July 25th, 9 o'clock.
At 9 o'clock, yes, sir. All right. Kristen Ann Miller. Judge, Ms. Miller advised me this morning she wants to set it for trial.
What's he charged with?
It's a possession of cocaine, although I think that charge may change, but it would still be a felony. And a possession of paraphernalia.
July 1st, thank you. Do you have a prior record?
The offer was for supervision. Originally, we were going to talk about a brief county jail sentence, but this morning she advised me she wants a trial, so.
I don't see that we have FDLE back. We can leave it set, and then if we don't have it, then we'll.
July 1st, thank you.
If they don't have it, then the state will have to move for a continuance. We'll object. We'll do the usual. 9 o'clock. All your court dates from now on are going to be at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay? All right, Frederick Moore. Okay, Judge, I'm going to move to continue the case. This is the first time up on it.
August 26th, thank you.
Lorenzo Murphy. Judge, I'm going to ask to pass him until docket day so that the state and I can talk. But Mr. Murphy, I need to get a phone number for you. Okay, I don't have one in stack. Okay. Unless,
Let's just talk about it.
July 1st,
yes, sir, July 1st.
July 1st.
thank you.
Yes, sir, that'll be next Monday. William Napoleon. Mr. Napoleon.
Who did you call?
William Napoleon. He's tall enough, I'm going to say probably no relation. All right, he was kind of famous for being short. Okay, Judge, I'm going to move to continue the case.
No objection.
August 26th.
Thank you. All right, Judge. Ashley Nowling, and I think this will be my last out of custody.
All right.
Judge, I think ultimately we're going to be able to get this resolved, but I am going to ask to pass it one more time. I've got a counteroffer I want to make to the state.
26th, move it up if you can.
Thank you, Judge. Okay.
August 26th.
August 26th, 9 a.m. Oh, I do have one more. Candace, come on up.
I have two other.
Judge, this is Candace House. She was in mental health pretrial services and has now been released from that program and is back with us. So I'm going to ask to continue her case so that we can start working on it.
August 26th.
August 26th.
Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Make an appointment, come by and see me, okay? Well, make an appointment, coming by and seeing me never works. All right, ma'am, what's your name? Mullins? Oh, Miller, Cynthia Miller. Judge Cynthia Miller. Okay, Judge, my notes are to move to continue the case.
No objection, Judge.
August 26th.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Miller. Come on up.
Offers adjudicate credit for time served, 615 court cost.
Okay.
You want to do that? All right, Judge, we'll do that. If you want to pass it for a few minutes, I can
All right.
try to get it written up. All right, go ahead and have a seat. We'll call you back up. And there was one other, yes, ma'am, come on forward. Kimberly Hanna. Judge, I was thinking we were going to be able to get this one worked out. Do you have any change to the offer, Mr. Sprouse? This is the
Adjudicate
one-
credit for time served, 615 court cost.
You want to do that? It'd be just time served on it. Would that be on the felony?
Yes.
All right. Do you have a prior felony record?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Judge, we can have her have a seat, and I'll write it up. Anyone else with Jay Williams that I haven't called?
Your Honor, I have two others that are out of custody, if I may. Third time's the charm for Ms. Courtney Ard. Your Honor, Ms. Ard is present and approaching. This is 23 CF 862, 23 CF 863. Judge, we'd like to leave this for docket day to try to resolve it then.
All right, July 1st, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. And then I would like to recall, you're good, give me a call. And then I'd like to recall Ms. Cummins, Autumn Cummins. Your Honor, Ms. Cummins is present and approaching. I discussed the state's new offer with her, but based on the issues that we see within the case and other ways, based on the issues we see in the case, she wants to respectfully decline that offer and continue this case to next cycle.
August 26th.
Thank you, Judge. Give me a call. And pro se's? Yeah, that's the two that I had.
Go ahead.
Stephen Bolden.
Now, these are not arraignments, are they? What is Mr. Bowman charged with?
Is burglary of occupied dwelling and battery.
I'm on to appoint the public defender to represent you. Okay.
The last time I was in here, they offered me, they gave me a plea.
They did?
When I came for arraignment, my first time.
I'm pulling it up. Your Honor, I'm just checking the record.
We're going to check real quick, okay? We're going to check.
Okay.
The plea offer that I have was for 1129 County Jail.
Judge,
If-
we'll ask to continue the case since the offer is 1129 jail. We'll ask to continue the next cycle so I can speak with him.
All right. August 26th, appoint the public defender. Maybe you can get it worked out.
Thank you.
All right, Christopher Chase.
Christopher Chase.
Chase.
Okay. Yeah.
Jeff Ledoux.
Jeff Ledoux.
It was addressed already, I think.
It was. I already got a text from Dustin.
What's Mr. Ledoux charged with?
Judge, marijuana POP, so a misdemeanor possession of marijuana and a DUI. So the offer at the moment is adjudication, 12 months community control, 6 months probation to follow, 1140 court cost, 50 hours community service, $500 fine, DUI school VIP, so victim impact panel, 10-day vehicle impound, and lastly, 6 months driver's license suspension. So that includes the first offender DUI minimums.
First offender minimums.
It's not the minimums, Judge, because I have community control on it.
Oh. You want a public defender to go over it with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
August 26th, I'll appoint the public defender. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Justin Peacock.
Give him a card, Mr. Williams, or
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, my understanding is Mr. Peacock's wife is present. She was saying that he is in the Santa Rosa County Jail.
okay, August 26th then.
There you go, Mr. Williams.
Rebecca Thomas.
What's Ms. Thomas charged with?
Your Honor, Ms. Thomas is charged with child neglect of a 5-year-old child. Will be a probation officer. There's going to be some special conditions that we need to ensure are in place to ensure the safety of the character.
I'll appoint public defender and set it for August 26th.
I don't know if it makes a difference, like, I already have my son back. I got him back like 3 weeks
Well,
ago.
we'll let the public defender advise you and talk to the state about it and see what they can do to work out something.
Right, thank you.
August 26th. You have any more out of custody?
Yes, Your Honor. Jeremy Williams. Your Honor, he has to get to work. He had gotten himself a new job. I'm asking to put this on July 1st. That way he can take the day off because I told him he is going to have to spend the day at probation.
July 1st, okay. Thank you.
And then we have the special in custody that requires the interpreter, Ruben Enrique Ordonez Mendoza.
That's fine.
Your Honor, he's before the court on 23 CF 257. The state has made a new offer on this case. I just went over it with him rather hurriedly. He would like the opportunity to think about it and come back on July 1st.
All right, have Ms. Allen here July 1st. Thank you. Thank you. July 1st.
9 a.m.
A las 9 de la mañana.
And Your Honor, there was also one of my people that you had issued a capias for. She is here. Let's see. It's Alana Stewart.
I will recall the capias.
And Your Honor, if we can continue that to August 26th.
All right, August 26th. All right, we've been going for 3 hours straight, so I'm going to take a break. All right.
Your Honor, the state has made a new offer for him as well. I'll need to convey that.
Yeah, all right.
Printed it out.
You want to bring him back this afternoon?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, for a plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we'll get your case worked out today.
Yep.
All right. We're going to take a break of, y'all want a regular lunch break?
I'd prefer that, Judge. I have some conversations I'd like to have with the state about trying to get other inmates resolved.
What time is our afternoon docket?
Yeah, I gotta go.
State goes short.
I'll say 1:30. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, Tim.
Here's a phone for this gentleman that can be returned. That phone to the elderly man.
1.5 hours. Now we're gonna be here until 7 p.m.